Hello, everyone. This is Nick Lehnert, and I'm with KTGY. I am a executive director of design strategies, and what I wanted to kind of take you on was a little adventure in small. And about 10 years now, we started our R&D process at KTGY in a more formal program, whereby we were starting to develop concept houses based on research from Myers and Burns and Metro Study and numerous research firms, all kind of targeting consumer preferences and trying to hit new densities as we started to tackle the solutions for affordability and attainability. Betsy, so I believe it's going to be you that will be taking us through, so if you can click to the first. So as we are in pursuit of this affordable American dream, this is one of our mini home concepts, and just kind of wanted to show you what comes out of the millennials through focus group in the way of elevations, and you can kind of get an idea. And if you concentrate on the home with the yellow door, that will be highlighted later in this program. So take us to the next one, Betsy. So I kind of label this back to the future, making small live big. Molly has referred to the catalog homes that Sears had done for years. And it's interesting to note in the process of how they marketed these homes, they were Sears modern homes. They dated 1908 to 1940, and they offered house buyers all the new developments and latest technology at their time, which was central heating, indoor plumbing, and electricity. So that was their technology. Our technology today is basically, how do we live the home better? How do we go smaller? How do we open the home up? How do we look at the home differently as to how consumers are wanting to live the home today? So if you go to the next.
How do we get the home to clean for us?
So I wanted to go small for you and kind of give you some indication of where you can go with these smaller homes. This happens to be one of our plans from our micro series that we've developed. They're basically the ultimate granny flat. And so you can see that this home basically is positioned on a 35 wide lot by 45 deep, and we're getting staggered garage and a full drive apron. We have an outdoor room, and this is the standard basis of the home. From here, we try to take this home and Appleize it, as Molly would create the term. So next slide. So this is the same home, and what we did to make it more toward an Apple type definition and direction is, first we widen the garage to 11 feet, which would allow for a SUV, and we still have one drive apron. So we're parking two cars. You can see where we took the backward garage from the original plan and we created a full-on casita. So even in a very small lot, we can get guest casita, full on with full bathroom and walk-in closet. And you notice down in the far right corner, we've actually added a little Amazon drop zone. We believe that most of the new homes today are going to feature this, so that there is a private protected space whereby packages can be dropped and secured, either with a closet space on the porch, or even some type of space that's connected to the inside of the house. So this is where we're going to start on the first floor. If you'll click to the next, you can see that the outdoor space can be just what the big homes have. You can create a really nice outdoor environment without losing that element because when we pick up a lot of light, and it becomes its own environment. These type of options and selections have not really been offered in small home capability. This house, by the way, without the casita, starts at 1,000 square feet. You can see with the casita, it is now at 1,230 square feet. Go to the next. Now the upstairs, as the ultimate granny flat, you can see that as you come up the stairs, we move into a very large, great room concept where we have kitchen island and kitchen that might reflect what you would see in a much larger, and we have a nice great room. We're thinking maybe the flat screen TV might drop from the kitchen, or from the ceiling rather, and that would be a kind of a cool element. Also notice that we have the whole back of the house designed as a master bath and master bedroom that is completely amenitized with a walk-in closet and a very nice area for linen and or storage. Go to the next. So we'll start to see some of the animation of what these spaces could be. In the upstairs, because we are not restricted by putting another floor on top, these are only 2-story homes, and therefore they're very cost-effective box over boxes to build. We're able to do something special with the ceiling treatments, whether it's just raising the plate line, or we can go to volume, but you can see that we can bring a lot of glass in from different sizes, and just the fact that you're getting a higher plate line makes the space feel larger.
And what's the density on these?
These will get 15 to 17 to the acre.
Wow.
Next. So when we raise the plate line, you can see we can do some special things in the bathrooms.
I love that.
You know, it's a dream quality to have, you know, a family room kitchen with some volume in it. It's a dream quality to have bathrooms that might get some clerestory glass, get some light coming in, have a little bit extra height. And so you can notice the images that are on the left that promote just kind of a nice custom feel. Go to the next. Also, we're dealing with a pretty large kitchen, so we can get 5 to 6 people sitting at the island. Obviously, it is an eat-in type of kitchen where there's not formal dining, but the dining occurs right there on a very nice kitchen island. The next. Also, we put in these little sleeping nooks, if you will. The idea is that it serves as a guest sleepover room.
That's super cool.
And you can do it either in a Murphy bed, or in this particular case, it's a built-in. But if it's done in a Murphy bed, you can see that even Mike and Don referred to those spaces taking on multiple uses. If it's a Murphy bed, it can turn into a tech office for you. It can turn into a retreat. You can imagine what this would look like. We're showing it with a pocket door, but you could show a barn slider on it. It privatizes. It has its own bath. And so it's very easy to have a guest over, spend the night without dedicating a full bedroom and bath to that effort. Go to the next.
That could be a fun space for reading too, just to get away.
So we're going to talk now on the first floor, and the first floors can obviously change into different types of things when we capture the space that the garage was in. So here's a treatment where we have taken and made a home office. It could be a she shed, it could be a man cave, it could be just about anything you want it to be, because it's idea space. And as idea space, it has a powder room, so it could turn into just about anything you would want it to be. You could actually create a small little jacuzzi in here and have your own spa room.
Nice.
Go to the next.
Your Amazon drop zone could probably be an elevator space too, if you wanted elevators, right?
That could be too.
Yeah.
You can see a little bit on a bigger scale what a bigger house outdoor space is, because it's kind of hard to find images that would reflect these smaller homes. But this gives you an idea of what that outdoor space might be. These homes also have 10 foot of backyard space. So it's not the 5 foot minimum. We've actually gone to 10 feet. It allows for pets. It allows for privatization. And at least there you have some capacity to do something in a small backyard. Next. Another example might be if we did this in an outdoor kitchen where we can get outdoor eating along with a powder room. And so this would be a complete kitchen nook as an add-on to that outdoor room. And you can imagine having friends and party and everything on an entertainment zone like this. Go to the next. So this is a little eating nook, just as an example of what you could do there. You could turn it into a wet bar. You could turn it into a lot of things. The whole idea behind these little houses is how do we incorporate into them the sense of dream quality, where you could always do something like this without having to own a large home.
Next. Love it.
Finally, we get into it as a hobby room, arts and crafts, or maybe it's some type of a retreat. If you click, you'll see some animation and some imagery coming in to where this room is actually 13 feet by 14 feet. That gives you an idea of the scale of it. It's like having a secondary family room downstairs, and what do you do with it, and what could it turn into? You know, as we talk to a lot of our clients, in our discussions at work where they give us a program, and the program is usually to hit certain densities. Well, if we can hit an SFD density 2-story at 15 to 17 to the acre, they get pretty excited about it. The key to it, though, as I was discussing with one of our design architect principals, David Obitz, in our office, he was mentioning that it's not only achieving the density, but each client that we work with has their own culture with how they want to create the lifestyle within the home. And how do we enhance that even at the point of going smaller? And so our efforts are always taking these spaces and seeing what we can do to create more livability, and as Don and Mike were having full uses for them. Go ahead. You can see another image of what that room could be. So, I mean, it does form the dream quality that we were talking about. Next. So we're going to start a second series. These are mini homes that we created. You can see that they actually fit a 40 by 45 foot lot. And in this particular case, the footprint's 33 by 35. But this was our mini homes. We get a 1-car garage, and then the second car is remote. We're getting a really nice little porch and great room with, you know, TV, media capability. Our kitchen is nice and large. Then we have a little nook area that kind of, as Molly would say, harkens back to the, you know, the kitchen nooks in the Sears catalog houses. What we wanted to do is start to take this house and Appleize it again and see what we could do. So let's go to the next slide. Okay, here we go. So what we've now done is we've expanded the porch. We've added in a Amazon drop, so that is connected to the interior of the house via the coat closet. We get a great room, and you can see that we've maximized the kitchen. By the way, that island is 4 feet by 12 feet. And so we're getting a big house kitchen. You can see in the image to the right that there are closets on either side that could accommodate laundry, stacked laundry. One of them is a refrigerator. But this kitchen is multi-use. And I think Don gave an excellent example of a wall that had so many different uses, and it was all hidden by cabinetry. This is an opportunity where that might happen. The other thing that we've done on this particular house is we've also included one of those little sleeping nooks. So at the downstairs, either by pocket door or barn door slider, we can put in a small little sleeping bed area close to the bath, and at the same time, that might function as a really cool retreat, reading room, sleep, office environment, tech office, a little bit more of what do you do with it? It's your idea space, personalize it. Go to the next. You'll see some other examples of large kitchens in large houses, and this is a house that will plot and get 15 to the acre in a single family detached format. Next. So as we start to look at this, you can start to see images of what a tuck under sleeping area might look like. Go to the next. And we're going to concentrate on the upstairs. So this box, over box, can be architecturally landscaped, if you will, on the inside to where we can get a super cool office niche at the top of the stairs. Again, that could turn into a private reading room, a little music room area to go and relax and escape. Notice that we've taken the master and created a very large dressing area. And if you'll go to the next animation. There's an example of how that tech center might work. One more. So this dressing area can turn into anything that the home buyer really wants as a privatized space. It could be an exercise room. It could turn into another office. It could be a dressing area. It's basically what her area might be to make it kind of special and unique. And I think we have another image to go to. Okay, so the elevation to that home that I just showed you is the home with the yellow door. Go back. So as we conclude with this, it is very important not to lose the livability when we go small. I think we need to maintain and create dream quality elements within the houses. And if we do so, we're going to basically represent today's modern homes. Thanks.
Nice. That was awesome. So